What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another reaction video. I saw this one and I thought it was very interesting, so I wanted to react, just get a little bit more of my perspective on the whole situation with FaZe Clan. I know FaZe Rain or Norden Chat has commented on this already on Bradley Martin's Raw Talk podcast, and now it looks like Teeqo just released a video, so I wanted to go ahead and get my input on this and see exactly what Teeqo has to say. Before we get the video rolling though, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share if you guys like the content. And let's get right into it.
Have to sit here and make a video as someone who's been a member for 12 years to get anyone's attention, to be taken seriously, is crazy to me. I've tried to solve this privately for years. For fucking years. The fact that I care this much and I'm not even a real owner. Everyone has made it very clear that I'm not an owner and I'm not even near any of the top dogs and I don't matter for shit.
I think that's crazy that he's saying this because I'm not sure how the structure works with FaZe. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Adapt, Temper, Apex, Rain, I believe those are the four main guys. I might be missing somebody, or Adapt might not be included in that list potentially. But he's definitely pointing out something pretty crazy just because this man does a lot for the brand in general.
Showed me over and over and over again that I do not mean shit to you all. How are you gonna be the biggest organization in the world? Leaders in this scene, pushing this scene forward, pushing this industry forward, leading by example, and you can't even take care of your members that's been in for 12 fucking years. I've never claimed to be on Apex, Banks, Tempers, Rain's level, okay? I never claimed to be them. I never claimed to be an owner, a leader, any of that sort, okay? I know my place, and they've made it very sure what my place is. Like, I've never tried to go my place, and they've made it very sure what my place is. Like, I've never tried to get what they have. I've never tried to be them. Like, trust me, okay? I'm not delusional. It's this leading me on with fake promises, with just lies, and then never owning up to it, always blaming someone else. Do you want to hear something even crazier? The only contract I've ever had with FaZe, guess what contract that is? The only contract I ever had. Guess.
What is it, Teeqo? What is it?
The Tfue contract. It's the only contract I ever had with FaZe. As I was publicly...
That's pretty crazy that in 12 years he's only had one contract. That's insane.
defending FaZe on Twitter, everywhere, about that whole situation, I was in the same contract myself. Let that fucking sink in. I told them I need this contract terminated today or I'm going public with it. And they did terminate it, okay? But here's the thing. This is like 2019. Even at that point, no follow-up, no new deal, no new contract, no like, hey, we want to make this right. Nothing. I always thought I was just building, so I never asked for anything. But either you're going to include me with you guys, even at a smaller scale, at least do that, or pay me. Or pay me like any other fucking employee doing work for you. Twice. I did the champion collab photo shoot, and I have to go out at 7 in the morning to get pictures for the shoot the same day. For free, by the way, while you sell the drop for millions and millions and millions of dollars. You can't even pay me a little bit for the fucking photo shoots. It's just all this like where I always feel like I just owe you something. I just owe you something because it's such a fucking privilege to be in FaZe, right? I've been in this fucking gray zone where like, I'm not the...
That's crazy just before we get a little bit deeper into it, but the fact that he didn't even get paid for a photo shoot where he's supposed to be like one of the main people in that photo shoot, and then he's not getting another contract after they terminated his contract with Tfue. That's outrageous, man. What the hell?
The owners of these guys, because like, no, obviously I'm not nearly as important as these guys, but I'm also not getting paid for anything I'm doing. I'm just in the middle. Hey, you're a valuable member. Here's a contract. Nah, because it's such a fucking privilege to be in FaZe. I'm so fortunate to be in FaZe. I never asked for anything and I just said yes and yes and yes and did everything you ever asked for without ever asking for anything because I thought I was going to be included with y'all.
Yeah, with that being said, I think he definitely got taken advantage of. Just 12 years, only one contract. never got renegotiated. They never offered anything up, and he's having to go and pay out of pocket for him to travel to these photo shoots. That's not right, man.
Someone else can come in as late as last year who's not from this industry, never lifted a finger for FaZe, probably didn't even know what FaZe was, and get 3 times the amount of shares that I have, and a monthly or annually salary that's more money than I've ever been paid from FaZe by a mongful. In all of these years, we always hear talent first, talent first. Talent is the most important thing. No, we're not. You've always showed us otherwise. You've always showed us that these recruits that you make, the celebrities who get more, like Snoop Dogg and his son has more money and more shares than a lot of FaZe members who were here from fucking day one.
I think that's absurd. I know FaZe Rain talked about it with Bradley Martin about essentially the same thing. He's saying that like these collaborations, they're actually bringing them on as like FaZe members, but they should be treated more as collaborations, just because they're not fully invested in what they're trying to do with the brand, or at least what the brand started off doing, which is video games and that aspect of things. Now it's just more like you put them on as members of FaZe Clan, they do one collab, and then they exit and they're never to be seen again. And the fact that they paid Snoop Dogg and his kid more than this man's ever been getting paid, that's dicey, man. That's dicey.
It's not even just about me at this point. There's so many people. Yes, Rain is right. For everyone that's saying Rain's tripping, Rain is the only guy who has balls to speak up. He's the only one that's not letting them walk all over us because he cares about the brand. I care about the brand. And I'm not even a fucking owner like that. I don't own nothing compared to them. My opinion is not valid for these people. They don't give a fuck about me. I had to invest money in FaZe to even have any kind of part of it because they had given me nothing. I've been in FaZe for 9 years at this point. And the first way in for me is me having to invest $50,000 of my own money. And even in that whole process, they fuck me over. So I'm asking you, this is not a video where I'm leaving FaZe. I'm asking you, am I in FaZe? Because I've been in for 12 years, and you would think that someone that's been in for this long and have such history with you guys would have some kind of deal with you and a contract with you and incentive with you to move forward with you. There's nothing for me at this point.
Yeah, he's completely right. He should have something, and the fact that he had to buy his way into the company with buying a large majority of shares, that's insane. That's And just to touch base on the FaZe Rain situation, when he brought up like FaZe Rain's been advocating for something to be done with the core members and like the big people that are actually pushing the brand to what they want to be something, not just have it be led by investors. Essentially, is what it's coming down to. Is investors are just running FaZe Clan. It's not even the core members really running the show anymore. It's crazy.
With FaZe. There's nothing like I don't have a salary. I don't have anything to work towards. I don't have like no matter what I do, I don't make anything more from this point. There's nothing. So I guess you don't need me. I guess I'm not a valuable person then, you know? I'm just this small time. I should have just been lucky that I was even a part of it to begin with, right? I had over $100,000 in FaZe's bank when we bought the CSGO team. I did get the money back like a year later, okay? So I'm not saying that. I did get my money back. You're just not gonna act that like I wasn't a part of that I wasn't like low key. One of the reasons we even got a CS team to begin with. And I'm not taking credit for making it happen at all. I had nothing to do with that. But if you don't feel like I was any kind of bridge, and I had $100,000 in a bank account, and I've been to more CS events than all of our owners combined. I give more fucks about that than all of our owners combined. They can't even make as much as a tweet when we win a major. Oh yeah, I care about this. Yeah, faces. No, you don't. I'm not even an owner.
So the fact that he put in 100 grand of his own money to essentially, from what I picked up, create the CS team, and he didn't even get any recognition for it or anything else out of it as far as monetary returns, that's insane. Like, he's out there putting the name out there and fronting money out of his own pocket to get the name out there a little bit more and nothing in return. That's crazy, bro.
Owner and I care more than you do. I used to pay for my own flights to go to tournaments with the CS team. I used to take them out to dinner, pay for the dinner with my own money, and never ask for a reimbursement because I just wanted to represent FaZe the best way I could. I swear and everything. So I've done all of these things. I never asked for anything because I always thought, no, I'm building. We're building. I'm a part of this. Even though I'm less, again, I want to clarify it. I know I'm not the real owners, and I never tried to be. I'm never asked to be or never asked to get what they have. But holy fuck, it's disrespectful when you put it all together. FaZe Clan insisted in making the clothing with me, like my merch drop and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? It makes sense. We'll do it together. It's a good split. We'll make it in-house. They fuck up the design and like the manufacture process. And then I have to go on Twitter to find out that these people haven't received their hoodies 2 months later. And I don't even get as much as an apology. And some of those people got the wrong hoodies because you put the wrong print on. After that, I obviously don't want to do clothing in-house with FaZe anymore, so I do it by myself. I pay for the designs myself. I found a manufacturer myself. Everything, okay? I do everything myself. I didn't ask FaZe for a single thing. I get my own website, Teeqo.com, pay for it, everything. And then they still contact me trying to get 20% of my profits without ever doing anything, no design, no...
Bro, that's outrageous. I would be so pissed, and I'm glad he's speaking out about it because, for one, you're asking him for 20% in return of your profits, but they're not even getting anything correct. Like, he just said people are getting the wrong hoodies, wrong sizes. Like, the whole in-house is just messed up. That's outrageous and frustrating, so I get it.
no help with nothing. They're still trying to take 20% off my clothing drops and my merch drops and my rug drops because I'm in FaZe. You did nothing for me. If anything, you were the one that pushed me away. I wanted to make it with you guys, and you couldn't deliver. In a way, FaZe is bigger than it ever was, but it's also smaller than it ever was. All of these collabs that we were doing with really, really big brands, you know what it is to me? All of these collabs that's coming out, it's like Band-Aid or silver tape on internal bleeding. That's the way I see it. And they think talent don't matter. They think that we don't matter because they think that they can do everything because they see the FaZe logo as the Nike logo and they can just do whatever they want. But
I think that's crazy that he brought that up because I did see a collab with Nike on the sneakers app from Nike, and honestly, I think the stuff that they were doing on their own prior to starting like some of these major brand collabs was better. I know they do a lot of stuff with Champion, which the Champion stuff is cool, but then the one that they just did with Nike's not that cool. It's not impressive. I personally wouldn't buy it. Um,
there's no depth to it. There's no substance there. There's nothing behind that FaZe logo backing it. There's no culture anymore. That's what these people don't understand. So I'm asking you right now, once again, since you claim to be the biggest org in the world, you know, the leader in the space, pushing this whole community forward, leading by example, am I in FaZe or not? Because if I'm not, I would like to see a statement that I'm not anymore, and I'm cool with it. Trust me, I can stand on my own 2 legs. I have a very fucking good community. I'm not worried about that at all. You need people like me more than I need you. And I know you guys don't think that. You're probably laughing, oh, we don't need him. You'll be surprised. You need people like me in FaZe. I don't need you. If I'm not in anymore, please make a statement. Let everyone know how you dropped me. I'm cool with that. Let everyone know you dropped me. I can't believe I had to make this video. I can't believe I had to sit here and say all these things. Because you would never take me seriously. And you never gave 2 fucks about me. Because apparently I bring 0 value to you. You've showed me over and over and over again how I do not mean shit to you.
I mean, he's speaking out of frustration. Like he stated, he knows that the brand needs him more than he needs the brand because in FaZe Rain's eyes, this man is very highly regarded along with FaZe Rug. I know in the interview he was talking about getting Teeqo and Rug like 27 million or something like that as far as um, like in shares and stuff like that. And you know, this man just got to the breaking point, so I understand where he's coming from because he knows his worth. He knows that the brand needs him more than he needs the brand, and obviously he's stating this right now because his community's fully backing him up as well.
And I'm fully ready to lose it all. I'm fully ready to lose all these relationships. I'm fully ready for these people to hate me and never speak to me again. I'm fully ready to lose out on money. Who knows what's going to happen? At least I can go to bed and I can wake up and keep my head straight knowing I did the fucking right thing and I fucking stood up for something. I didn't just let these fucking people walk all over me with all these lies. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. But in reality, they're just paying their buddy more money than majority of talent has ever fucking seen, who was here for fucking day one.
Well, this video just dropped a day ago, but I wonder what FaZe is gonna say. Like, are they gonna actually drop him, or are they gonna offer him something? And who knows if something's already being discussed since this video dropped, or what. But I hope he, if he decides to stay with FaZe once everything's said and done, I hope that it was worth it and they gave him a good deal. They made him a co-owner, gave him enough to be considered as part owner, I guess, in shares, or just let him walk away, let him do his own thing, because I could see him thriving a lot more on his own than with FaZe, if this is the way that things are going, have gone, and may continue to go. So if you made it this far in the video, make sure that you guys comment down below and let me know what you guys think about this whole situation. Do you think that Teeqo is going to get it what he deserves, or is he going to get let go by FaZe? And if they do let him go, do you think that'll be a mistake? Because I think that it will be. But anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you guys on the next one.